What is going on, YouTube, and welcome back to my boss fight guide for Dark Souls 3. In this episode, we're going to be tackling Aldrich, the Devourer of Gods, who's located here in the main chamber of Anor Londo. As for summons, unfortunately there are none, but don't worry, we're going to be going over some tips and tricks to make this boss fight a heck of a lot easier. Aldrich is a half-human, half-abysmal creature, so things like the Farron Greatsword and things like that will do additional damage because he is abysmal, so if you have those upgraded, go on right ahead. If not, he is weak to lightning, for example, so because of that, I'm going to use the Dragonslayer Greataxe simply because the special ability is awesome, and it is my highest damaging lightning weapon at 776 while one-handing on an over-leveled character. Keep that in mind. So, as for the shield, I'm going to use the Wolf Knight's Great Shield. I'm not going to be blocking too much, but when I do, it's very helpful, and I can just hit L2 to use my special ability. I'm going to keep my Miracle Rings on for extra damage in case I can get some extra Sunlight Spear hits in from a distance. The Lightning Clutch Ring to boost on up that Dragonslayer Greataxe damage, and of course the Chloranthy Ring. As for the boss's movesets, he has some very wide sweeping attacks. He does use Gwendolyn's weapons that he does imbue with fire towards the end of the boss fight as his health gets lower. The only thing to really watch out for is an arrow attack where he just shoots a humongous volley of arrows with you, and if you do get caught up in that whole thing, it is going to be GG's, goodbye, you are done. So hopefully we can avoid that happening to me today. Leave a comment down below if you think I'm gonna make it, yes or no. I kind of want to know. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and buff before we get in because the boss fight will start immediately. I am going to use both Sacred Oath and Great Magic Shield, since the stability is not quite as high as I would prefer on this particular Great Shield. Top on off with the FP and get to it. So here is Aldrich. Now, his moveset's going to depend a little bit on RNG. Here's the sweeping attacks. As you can see, huge damage. Now when he teleports, as you just saw, he can hurt you, so just keep that in mind. And he's always going to go pretty much on the opposite corner of where you were. That hurts. As you can see, when I hit his body there, it did a massive amount of damage. So, that's actually really interesting. Now, that's what happens when you get greedy in the Aldrich boss fight. I honestly thought that I could take him out before he would finish that, but as he died, his attack did not stop. So, I'm actually going to take a minute here on camera and see if my souls are still there and if anything was messed up. So, souls are there, bonfire is there, everything is good to go. Well, if you found this guide useful and entertaining, please like and subscribe and comment down below. Has that ever happened to you? I would love to hear it. I'll see you guys on the next one.